Hi guys, it's Rocko here. Welcome back to another Luna Classic Spaces. Today is a big one. USDC staking is coming, guys. I've been talking about it for a while. I've been doing these spaces, guys, for over 2 years, and at the start it was great. Luna Classic did a 10x. Binance started burning us. We put governance in place. Staking went ahead. It was all good. Since then, it's been a bit of a plateau. Not much actions. We've not made as much progress as we'd like, and rightly so. A lot of people give me hate, saying, "What have you done? You're just making spaces." One thing I do want to say, it's very difficult to make changes in an L1. There's different validators, there's governance in place, politics, there's political issues, there's different sections of the community. So that's why we've got Jurist protocol, right? LL69's done a great job. We're building Jurist, and the spaces will start off talking about updates on Jurist. That's where you can make an impact. Anyone can, if you're building on L2, anyone can come and build L2 on Luna Classic. When it's L1 USTC, it's a lot more difficult. And we've been talking about USDC for a while, different repeg updates, repeg plans, but in these spaces we talk about two key actions that we can take now, which is USDC staking. So Vegas will announce around the hour mark. Hopefully you listen to the whole spaces, but around the hour mark Vegas will give you an update on that. So there should be a proposal coming for USDC staking to go live, so there'll be some work going on. Hopefully we can all get behind it and get USDC staking in place. That's a tangible action. And the other one is 1.8 billion burn. So Frag and HC has been doing good work on that. Hopefully we can get that burned as well. So these two guys, these are tangible actions that the Luna Classic community can take and progress towards a USDC repeg. Or repeg isn't easy, right? There's billions of dollars in debt, and it's no one's gonna say I might shit tweet that send USDC to $1. But when we talk realistically in this longer form content, I can share with you how I actually think, and not just Twitter Lunc to $1, USDC to $1 meme posting. But if we can get the ball rolling, get USDC to 10 cent, 5 cent, whatever, like at least we get the ball rolling, and that's when we can build hype, potentially bring in more investors, more developers, and get a positive, start heading towards a positive direction. So really important spaces. I'm excited to be able to host this and share this with you guys. Hopefully you listen to the whole spaces. We have some really big guests sharing their thoughts, what they're building on Luna Classic. As usual, guys, if you enjoy the content, do hit that like button, go buy some Jurist, go bet on Terra Casino if you want to support me, support the work that I do, and comment below as well, USDC repeg, hello, hi. It just really helps the algorithm out. So I'll post the spaces now. We'll start off with LL69 giving an update on Jurist, and then guys we'll go into a lot more detail and we'll talk about USTC specifically around the hour mark as well. So enjoy the spaces, hit that like button, subscribe, and I do a weekly summary as well if you want to watch that after as well. This spaces is for people that love Luna Classic, want to be in the details of it, whether you're in the gym or going on a drive, you can listen to it in the background. I'll make a weekly 10-15 minute spaces as well, where I go into a bit more, give you a summary of what's happening and do technical analysis and price prediction as well. So enjoy the spaces. I'll catch you guys later with another video.
Pretty busy so far, pretty busy. I'm working to push the dashboard. So it will happen between tonight and tomorrow afternoon, I guess. So we're busy finalizing everything, and Frag is busy deploying the code for the airdrops. We did add mobile wallets, which caused some slight issues, but Straff was there to help us. So shout out to him. I guess starting from there, we will announce a couple of things. Documentation is going to be updated, so everything is ready. I want to put it online all at once, and then see what the plan is for 2025. I'm excited.
No, that is exciting. I think lots of people are waiting for that. I think I mentioned it. Most popular comment on my YouTube video is about that dashboard and airdrops, and it'd be good to see what you guys are building. You've already shared some of the artwork that David and you've been working on. They look really, really professional.
Yeah, the front end work. So what's going on is we are working on the dashboard, but the dashboard is like just very rudimentary, basic. In the back end, or It's actually in the front end, but let's say the back end of the front end, there is actually like under the hood, it's prepared, or he's preparing the code, the dev, to release it also for, like, it's the same code base that we want to use for the actual front end of the protocol that we're designing. So that's why you want to do everything properly, even though design-wise it's not the final design. But yeah, David's work is amazing, man. It's like I showed it to a couple people and they were all like, wow, this is amazing. You have to show it off. But we want to like not tease too much, right? We want to have everything in place and then start campaigning.
No, definitely. I think sometimes David and I don't agree on certain things, but I have to agree with you. David's artwork is really professional looking. You guys are doing a good job, David. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, I can't wait to release some stuff. But I think we did. We released like 2 pictures. We have a couple more, like sections from the protocol. They're not 100% done, I guess. There might like slight, like a couple of things might slightly change, but overall, like the design and the idea, everything is there. And Frank told me that backend development is going fine as well. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I think liquidation markets, liquidation queue is going to be a hard one for him. Like governance and staking is easy. Lending pools, I think, is going okay. So liquidation markets is going to be a tough one, and then I think we should be good to go.
Sounds good. I think it's Q2, isn't it? We're looking at for first testnet.
Yeah, like at least for testnet, having the contracts in the testnet, like the UI ready, things being sorted out, like the audit going on, that should be Q2 roughly. So fingers crossed for Frag to not have severe issues. Till now, everything went great. Like he's developing for 2 months now, it is. And I think we're like 25-30% done in the back end. So that's pretty good. And front end wise, yeah, it's hard to estimate. I would say like design wise, we're 80% done, and coding wise, maybe 15%, 20%. So yeah, now in the next weeks, I have to figure out some. I have to do some boring work again, where it's probably not so interesting for the public, but I will still try to give updates. So we have to look into how to incorporate and form the DAO for the protocol, the governance and stuff, because Frag is soon going to build it. So we need to have input, like how it needs to be built, where we want to incorporate. Because this plan, I guess, still is to incorporate a legal entity DAO thing, if possible. So yeah, that's stuff I'm occupied with. And getting the final website up and running, because I think like last time in the last space I said it's 60% coded, like the landing page, the main website. And I think nothing changed there. So that's to come. And then I can't wait to deploy the first UI elements of the protocol, because technically we already have testnet contracts for the margin accounts and some of the Oracle feeder lending stuff. So we have a fake lending pool. So technically you could already play around with some parts, but due to missing UI, it's not possible right now. So I'm looking forward to deploy it as soon as possible. So internally, as per my planning from December, everything is going all right, I think. So no hiccups. Fingers crossed that everything stays like this and we can soon share more updates with the community.
It's been nice seeing the work that all of you guys have been doing for like the last year and a half on the chain as well. I've been away for a while. I'm coming back to spaces. So right now we are down from the movie film area. So I thought I'd just pop in and say hello. Let the community know who I am. Most of you in here know who I am as dysfunctional immigrants. So I'm back.
Awesome, good to have you here.
And
yeah,
I'm
we'll have to
still holding, the biggest bag of pretty much a lot. And I like to see what you guys have been doing here lately. I've been researching. Diamond Hand's been updating me once in a while. So thank you guys.
Awesome, thanks, mate. Yeah, definitely. We'll speak to him. I think it's the first time I'm speaking to you, but look forward to speaking to you more on these spaces. And guys, if you want to come on, our guest hasn't showed up, so we'll bring up you guys and have a conversation, I guess. I usually give an update on the markets. There's not too much to update. Bitcoin's being quite choppy after the massive liquidation we saw on Monday overnight. That was really bad. In terms of my trading, I had a hyper liquid long. I spoke to LL earlier on our phone call. I got liquidated on that position, which is annoying. It's just that position, not my whole wallet. I had that leverage long. Apart from that, I managed to buy some dips. After a massive liquidation, you'd expect for a potential bottom to be in. So we'll have to see what happens, but it's been super choppy. We bounced to 102, I think. We're going sideways. Altcoins keeps bleeding. My decision to go to ETH hasn't been good at all. ETH BTC has been weak. Some altcoins are down quite bad, including Luna Classic. But Luna Classic, if you guys have listened to my spaces or on my YouTube videos, one level I've been talking about buying. Well, I'm not going to claim success just yet because Luna Classic could go lower. But one of my big levels I've been talking about on spaces and on YouTube is the 0.405 level or 0.4055 level. There was a big bounce from that. So if you guys left the orders, I had a couple of DMs that they left some spot limit orders. They had like a 20-30% bounce. So that could potentially be a really nice bottom. So the charts look that it could potentially be a bottom as long as, Trump doesn't come out with any crazy news. I wouldn't have any leverage longs left, especially on altcoins. One or two news tariff decisions or I don't know, taking over Gaza, Panama Canal, Canada or whatever, it could just really impact the market. So I wouldn't have any leverage longs unless you're short time from trading. But buying spot, I think if you believe the Bitcoin bull run isn't over, I think looking at projects, obviously we're shitting Luna Classic on this basis, but other coins could be a good bet, good level to buy. In terms of short time frame trading, I would love to see Bitcoin above 100k. Once we've gone above 100k, we start pumping, then I'll be more confident in sort of trading and leverage longs. For now, look at good projects to buy. Again, on today's the Luna Classic spaces, on Sunday spaces, I can show some of my other bags. But in terms of Luna Classic, that's a big level to buy. USTC discussions, I know that's a big topic. That's what I wanted to speak to our guest about, but unfortunately he's not here. But he is doing some work in the background. I saw some posts about the 1.8 billion USDC burn. It is great if we can burn it. I know it's not buyback and burns. It's not going to probably have big of an impact in the short term. But if we're in a bull market, all positive news burns help our chain. I've not managed to follow Luna Classic news as much. We talked about the governance stuff, KYC and all that stuff. If you enjoy that type of stuff, listen to our last spaces. Apart from that, I've not followed as much. I'll ask the question to Jurist and Hexagon have joined. You guys might be aware of something I've not. I've been sort of looking at other projects and also had a couple of calls with LL and the Jurist team, so I've not managed to look into followed as much of the Commonwealth of proposals and drama as much. So that's sort of my quick update. LL, to you, have you been following any news in crypto and Luna Classic world?
I mean, nothing really going on, right? Everything dumping. No proposals up, and lots of people are angry. I don't know. We're just building, so for us, I guess it's okay. If our markets were like going up, everyone excited, then I guess everyone would say like, "Oh, why is Jurist not pumping? When release?" And now we can just put our heads down and build. So for us, it's not too bad. But yeah, I guess if you want to like stack altcoins, like quality projects, whatever, it's not the worst time. I would assume that. But I guess it can also go lower, right? With Bitcoin 70,000 maybe.
I was thinking about 65 to 72, yeah.
Don't fud on these spaces, guys.
No, no,
If
definitely
Bitcoin is
not.
at that level.
No,
But no,
with the
good enough, good enough.
propaganda of the world, too, at the same time, you have to realize with the UN, like what you were just saying with the Trump aspect at the same time, we have to worry about that and the United Nations things that they're announcing that are going on, too, at the same time. So, I mean,
But it's also unbelievable that today, crypto adoption is at its all-time high, I believe.
100%.
Mining computers left and right are going up. The mining rewards are going down as time goes by. We got BlackRock and Vanguard hoarding in Bitcoin. Like, it's almost foolish to sell at this point, right? Like this market is a fake bear market that's being created by big
Correct.
money manipulating these markets, liquidating shorts and longs and making a profit in the process. So I don't believe that, the price, honestly, is as much as people look at the price. I feel like, in crypto, you can't just look at the dollar amount, like you
Yep.
got to understand, like crypto is the future. Everybody's going to be using crypto in 10 years, like we are so early in this crypto adoption that like it's just better to sit back and enjoy the bumpy ride. So it's kind of
100%.
like, yeah, so it's what we do. We just keep on building. We're going to be coming out with a proposal soon here. It's kind of been delayed. The SDK 50.9 upgrade. We ran into a couple speed bumps. Just like your Jurist, we're working with Strathcole to make sure everything is up to par. But we're working with Antier Solution, the same gang that's developing the metaverse for us. So it's looking very promising because they have a big team of Rust devs with many years of experience, and they've worked with other Cosmos blockchains in the past. So it looks promising that they are able to do this kind of work for us, and it would be an excellent message as well to just all the crypto world that we make this upgrade and bring us up to par to the rest of Cosmos and just show our professionalism and that, like, we're back on our feet and that we're really ready to collaborate as an organization and as a globe, really, because we're rebranding, Luna Classic as the people's currency, and that's what we need to focus on. Is Luna Classic is the only crypto in the world that is owned and governed by the people, and I feel like that is such a huge point right now in the world that we live in, with our governments taking advantage of the people, fiat being printed left and right, and like we're all victims of this in every one of our countries. I'm from Canada, and I'm also seeing everything's happening in the United States and everything happening, like they want to blame it on the U.S., but Canada has its own problems. Like we
Correct.
created this massive debt that we have. Like the U.S. didn't. We chose to spend money and print money nonstop, right? So
How
how do you
much
stop that?
liquidity also would you need for the upgrade?
The upgrade, we made a deal with Antier that it was going to be $34,000. So we're not asking for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And Antier, they really just wanted to work with Luna Classic blockchain. They just want to see us having some success, and like I said, we're already working with them with the Longverse.
If you could send me a message after the space, greatly appreciate it, because I'm willing to toss out part of my bag. As you guys know, I'm one of the top 20 holders. So.
Well, listen, I do believe that this is a proposal that's good for everybody. The biggest reason why this proposal hasn't been put forward yet is just because there's a couple security issues that were addressed by Strathcole. Just our blockchain being our blockchain and us being behind, on the upgrade. But I do believe this is going to be one of those proposals that we are, as a community, going to accept, and it's going to be really good. And same thing for, that we're building. We're telling you we're building the metaverse. Metaverse is going to be an awesome on-chain application for Lunc. Like all of our volume is going to be on-chain volume. So, and Cookie, if you guys don't know about Cookie, Cookie is a meme coin I created back in the days. It's been about 9 months now. And Cookie burns 1.5% per transaction. It's going to be the default currency of the metaverse. So all of a sudden, the metaverse becomes a hyper deflationary asset, right? Just like the market module being one with, you know, the whole print. And so we believe that like layer 2 has its place in Luna Classic and in this new blockchain we're creating together. And I truly believe there's more than one way to bring the Lunc back to greatness, the market module being one. But I do think like layer 2 has a lot of its place in that role, you know, and and we're showing it actively, you know. Cookie in 9 months has burned 82 million Lunc of its trading fees, and some USTC as well throughout that. But you know, it's just the beginning. You know, we got a bunch of stuff playing. We've bridged over 18 different currencies to Lunc. So we've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Binance, PaxG, Shiba Inu, Floki, PayPay, USDT. So we've made pool with all those guys. So we have 18 pools. We made one today with Osmosis. Also because we want to the list on Stargaze some of the NFTs for Luncverse, so we can also invite the Osmosis gang to
Are
come.
you seeing much volume on other chains, Nicholas?
Well, Stargaze is actually like when we talk about NFT platforms, is the most active NFT platform all of Cosmos. So that's exciting to see that we can tap into that, and we can also make new bridges with Cosmos blockchains, right? Like you create these new partnerships and alliances and stuff that just benefits all of Cosmos ecosystem. And you know, SDK 50 is kind of like as part of that, right? We want to upgrade the chain, so we just the compatibility of everything is just simpler, right? We can make new bridges. No, we're gonna need new relayers to other chains for sure that we're gonna have to get, right, if we want to connect to Injective or Atom. You know, right now, from my understanding, Frag is the one running the relayer for Osmosis. So he's doing that at his own cost, by the way. If people don't know this, you know, this is this is the how far devs go on this chain to protect and make sure everything runs smoothly and that we have all these things. So same thing for Strath, you know, like spending so much time helping us out and helping out some of our investors, and like he's doing this for free. It's just unbelievable how much people
Frag
love
and Strat are two key members that everyone seems to go to when there's any issues.
Well, I can tell you he's almost spent $100,000 in the last like 14 months, 15 months out of his own pocket.
Unbelievable.
Really good, guys. Right, we've got Hexagon here. Hexagon, same question to you. Thoughts on Luna Classic and the markets? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Markets aren't great, so apart from the markets, I'm not too bad.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I mean, we've got kind of a crystal ball, right? We've seen where the prices were at before, so I mean, buy the dip, right? Not financial advice, but it's a good opportunity. I think things are going to bounce back once, you know, give it a few months with Trump in office and everything, and things get ironed out. But for us, things are great. We're just heads down, build. Galaxy Station. Not sure if many of you are aware, we've added the Wallet Connect V2 support in the last couple weeks. So you're starting to see us on like Terraport, added us as Wallet Connect options. Garuda, DeFi, we're in there now. CosmoKit added us. We're working to get added into Cosmes, but we have our own library for that anyway. We're going to be back in Dale zone here pretty soon. We've also added recently biometrics, so you can use your fingerprint through mobile. Added back the NFT section, but it's cross-chain, interchain compatible, so it's not just geared towards Classic. As our wallet is, it's interchain, so it works across many of the different Cosmos-based blockchains out there.
So can I cut you off? Does it work with Stargaze?
Yeah.
No way. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The NFT marketplace in there, it'll work with Stargaze.
Nice.
We haven't tested it, but it'll work. It's just contract addresses, right? So, what else did we just recently add? Oh, we did in the last 3 days, I think we worked on all the mobile responsiveness of the mobile app, just to be able to get everything kind of nicely fit on like those small mobile screens, so that you can actually see things instead of having to like swipe left and scroll and all that. So I hope that that's made a big improvement. And we're just focused on our node hosting business, been improving the automation of that. Signups are automated now. Those are instant. We've also added instant migration support. So if anyone's moving away from a hosting provider for whatever the reason is, it can be done now, seamless and automated. But yeah, that's about it. Everything's working quite swimmingly. Everything's good.
Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
I think you guys may want to contact also Banks Exchange. They're starting to list different areas, and now they're attaching like 5 different chains within the same wallet at the same time. So that may actually bring more value here too at the same time.
So which exchange was it?
Banks Exchange, BANKX.
Banks. Okay, I've not heard of him. I'll have to.
Oh, they work with Ledger, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. They also provide the Crypto Life virtual credit card, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Do you know if they'll add Luna Classic coins? Because
they have put in 5 different meme coins from 2 different platforms, from Solana and XRP as well, onto their system. So I would assume with some of the new updates and some of the new progress that you guys have been making, and with some of the news from the SEC at the same time, they may actually add to the program.
Awesome. Well, I know Ledger already supports Galaxy Station. Like they've got a how-to up for us and all that. As far as the banks things goes, I don't think it's a Ledger owned. I think it's more of a third party, but I have seen that with their virtual card, they support like USDT, the Euro stablecoin. They've got XRP in there, and then Ethereum and a few others.
And they just put the first ledger on there yesterday. Okay. The app actually comes out in about 15 hours.
Oh, nice.
Liam, have you got a contact at Banks Exchange?
I do. I'll send that to you.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be good. Because we are getting in touch with a few exchanges. We want to find not just to list. We want to work with an exchange, because I'm sure you've seen coins listing on exchanges and just price going down. So yeah, if you've got a contact, we'd love to speak. Cheers, mate.
Definitely, I'll send that over.
What blockchain are they built on? Do you know?
I believe that was off of Ethereum, because they are an ERC20.
Okay, interesting. Maybe we make a pool with them.
Because at the same time, with the liquidity that they're bringing in, is about $435 to $475 billion into the industry area at the same time. And with them adding the XRPL, the first ledger, in with them at the same time, that's going to bring another 100 to 200 billion in there, because what a lot of the XRP community is not understanding. We all know this about our gas fees, our transaction fees, and our tax fees. They're not understanding that they're going to have those implemented on them by using that wallet, and not just their normal transactions of 4 zeros and a 1 per transaction.
Right. I transferred some Ethereum on that we wrapped and we brought on chain, and we were paying like 0.001 penny, dollar. To be able to send Ethereum on chain.
Correct.
And then you just unwrap it through the wormhole, and that's how you can save money. By moving Ethereum around as you bring it to Luna Classic. But it can be the same for many other blockchains, right?
Definitely.
And speaking of, it's kind of funny you bring that up, because Cookies developed something called Cookie Pay, where we've integrated seamless payment of crypto for products or services, and to have like a fiat bridge would be absolutely outstanding, right? We were thinking about going towards Osmosis and using their fiat bridge, but banks could be another one. It'd be interesting to even have the credit card, somewhat.
Since Banks is worldwide and Osmosis payment system is not as of yet, they're still waiting for the full adoption on Osmosis compared to the Banks area.
Interesting. Well, I'll definitely look into that. I appreciate you.
Hexagon, is that going to be available through Galaxy as well, being able to buy through fiat?
You already can. So if you go to your Galaxy Station extension, you're going to find in there a buy button. You can actually buy through our partner, Gardarian. And I believe that's also in the mobile app. You can purchase through there as well. At least on Android. I can't speak to iOS. I'd have to go back and check, just due to all the licensing crap that iOS imposes on these apps. But yeah, we're also going to be looking at adding in other on-ramp partners. Credit card thing would be cool, though. We can certainly look into something like that.
That would be really cool. I mean, it would just get us ready for the bull market to onboard the normies to pump our bags.
100%.
Yeah.
We call it make it grandma friendly, you know?
I mean, I've been with you guys for almost 8 years, so I'm not going anywhere.
Well, that's good. That's good. Glad to have you.
Yeah, good to speak to you. We've got Vegas here as well. Happy Cat's here as well. Vegas, how you been, mate?
Vegas?
Hi, mate. All good, all good. And you guys?
Yes, good, good. Always here doing these spaces once or twice a week. Never know what direction the conversation is going to go. Last one, we ended up talking about doxing, KYC, and governance for an hour. So,
Oh my God.
today holds.
No, it's really good that that conversation came to public. Yeah. Since then, I think is going to be some changes in the whole proposal, and I think people are going to be more happy with the general proposal that they are going to present. So yeah, I'm really happy that we need something. That's the reality. It's just the forcing QIC and all of that. I think is just throwing brains out of the window. I'm really happy
in Vegas. You know, I've learned so much in the last 4 years, bro.
Oh, thanks, mate. At Hexagon, mate, you guys are doing amazing. Is one of the angles that I really enjoy seeing is I know that you guys are a business, yeah, but I literally like to see your involvement with the rest of the chains, with the rest of Cosmos, because yes, okay, you guys are growing your wings, but at the same time you are showing to the other communities that Lunc is alive and projects inside of Lunc. So that's absolutely brilliant what you guys are doing.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. We enjoy the work. Just build, right?
Yeah, you are a work maniac, so I know.
Sleeps for the week, buddy.
That and milk. Strange milk.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was just hearing you were asking as well, Rocko, regarding the price of Lunc. I want to add a couple of things on that as well. I think it's 2 days ago was very, very scary. Today is like Echelon was just saying that it's like guys, we know where we are, you know, it's like NFA, but this seems the deep. So yeah, it's like it seems really nice, a position to be. Yes, of course, we will prefer to be 4 or 5 times bigger than we are at the moment, but it's like starting fresh. There's a lot of movement on the chain, a lot of movements between some big players, including, for example, some movements from Binance to Kraken, and we all know that because it's like Kraken didn't have a lot of liquidity, and then somehow now they are playing around. So it seems that things are spreading a tiny bit more. Maybe some deals are being made there, and that's good. Yeah. So it seems, to be fair, it seems good with us. To all of this developing that is happening on the chain is really good. I have one little update to give regarding my strange question or idea of the USDC repeg. So I did a meeting yesterday with the developing team, and they are going to propose an idea of USDC staking system for the chain, you know. And we just decided something really easy to do. Instead, because we were just stressing about where we're going to get the rewards. We think about that later. It's not even a point. It's like we just create a pool reward system, the system itself, yeah. and that pool is open. Whatever falls inside there, yeah, whatever the community decides to put there, or even tokens. Imagine we can even increase the utility of the tokens or the L2s and all of that by giving them as rewards. So each owner of the project could literally just give a tiny bit of their tokens as rewards for the USDC staking. So
we'll give you some
yeah.
for sure.
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
I said we will give you some tokens for sure. It will be a pleasure.
Yeah. You don't need to give to me. It's basically it's going to be a pool, yeah. And anything that falls on that pool then is part of the calculation of the distribution model. So yeah. So instead of us need to decide what we're going to give to rewards to the users, we don't need to do that now. I'm pretty sure that everyone that has tokens, yeah, you will send tokens to that distribution model, and with that we can then distribute the tokens that are inside. Plus, if we can find, or we already found, of course, some dead protocols and stuff, then we can utilize them. But I know that's a tiny bit controversial. So that will need, of course, another different proposal to send that funds directly to that pool. But at the same, for now, we can literally just have one token, and any single CW20 tokens, whatever that falls there, can be utilized to get distributed. Simple.
I mean, I'm sure the community will be willing to redirect a portion of the on-chain trading fees for funding like this bank, right? Like I think it's if it's a repeg effort that actually works, I truly believe that the community will accept, sending over some on-chain tokens over there. I mean, that's why we do what we do, right? And it'll just be beneficial for everybody, and people will value on-chain volume a little bit more, right? Now, this is the way we can fund ourselves, and we can utilize those funds to grow more. So,
yeah. 100%. And regarding taking some fees that at the moment are going to community pool, Oracle pool, and being burned to this new model, is a tiny bit risky because we know that the staking system for Lunc works, is the heart of the chain, and redirecting anything that goes to Lunc is, in my opinion, is a mistake. What we could do is indeed cutting a tiny bit of the burn tax, yeah, and sending a tiny bit more to the Oracle pool, so the APR is again a tiny bit more competitive, because at the moment we are just surviving, and that's not good. But this mechanism of the USDC repeg, in my head, it works like this. It works like a beginning of a repeg. Whatever idea of repeg, this will just help, because you are basically taking coins from circulation, so coins from USDC from circulation. By doing that, you take the pressure of sales on centralized exchanges. Yeah. By doing that, supposedly, the price of USDC will grow. The price of USDC growing, it makes the APR on the Lunc side of the staking increase, because you, as you know, you receive rewards in USDC as well. So if they increase, it's much quicker to increase APR. With that, people are going to tend to stake as well more Lunc, because they are going to be dragged by a crazy APR. So you understand where I'm going with this, yeah? So it's like a snowball effect by implementing this staking system. If it works, thumbs up. If it doesn't work, it doesn't go to do any harm to the chain. So
hey, this is not little update. This is big update. This is really exciting, because we keep getting comments. Oh, what are you doing with USDC? You're talking about burns. USDC staking would be amazing. Could you add any timescale to that, or is it still in the sort of preliminary discussions?
So for now, the design is ready. Yeah, they are just the developing team is literally just doing what I cannot do. That is like going for the technical things and making sure what they will need to do properly, so they can put then a signal proposal and follow the PPG, all of the stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, we will be able to see a signal proposal in 3 days. but I can be mistaken because again, I'm not a layer 1 developer, not even close. So I don't know if they need to study more stuff. One of the conditions that I put for them to work as well was to for the validators that want to run a staking system for USDC, they will have to run the update oracle for USDC. So this all in preparation for a future repeg of the coin. So we need accurate price of USDC. So yeah, that will be one of the conditions. Of course, then we have to speak with Hexagon and all of the other third-party dudes. Yeah. So Lunc Dash, Happy Cat is here as well. All of this, so they can hopefully they can update as well from their side, and the people can stake easily using their applications.
Yeah, that won't be difficult. Just give us a DM when you're ready.
Nice, mate. Thank you so much.
Oh, looking forward to that. LL, anything to add, mate? You sitting quiet there again?
Sitting quiet, enjoying the space.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think I just blow everyone's minds now.
No, I'm just trying to think. It's really good, mate, because I think we've talked about this for 6 months now. So it's good.
Yeah,
to
no,
see
but we need to do something. That's 100% that we need to do something at the moment. And in my view, I might be wrong, but in my personal view, and I'm here for a tiny bit of a time, I'm not as smart as some people here on this group, but I think I have some time that I don't sleep, so I think too much in stuff. And I see this as a good for the chain. It could be good in terms of all of what I just said, in terms of the APRs, the cycle, stability of the price, but another thing could be marketing. So we could get a free flag for utilizing in marketing, and this is not something that is not something as polemic as I want burns or I just want L2 things or whatever. No, this is something that everyone's or they will follow and say yes, or they'll say yeah, okay. So I think this is one simple flag that we can utilize, because at the moment we are losing volume in some pairs of USDC, and that's not bad, but at the same time it's not good, you know. So we want to maintain all of the support, and we need to do something to change the idea of USDC. Okay, it's not a coin that is pegged to $1 anymore, so it's not a stable coin at this moment. It's not a stable coin, and we have to take that label as soon as possible, so we can follow regulations. We are planning to one day to be, if we can, of course. It doesn't be to $1, but it could be a dynamic peg as we go. But for now, I think we have to give it some utility, because if not, we just say goodbye to USDC. That's it. And for now, I think this is the easiest thing for us to do. No controversial at all. And it will give a massive pump in quotes to the whole ecosystem.
And on top of that, whatever USDC repeg plan people have, this is gonna just give it like an upper hand. This is going to give it a big push for repeg plans to go ahead as well, with the price, the hype, people talking about it. So yeah, really excited to find out more. Is the team looking for any funding or just doing it out their own back?
They will. No, they will ask for funding. So they will do a PPG. So, but it's a team that is QIC. It's all good. So it's okay. But you guys then will see. If you're not happy with this team, then we can have another one. Spoke with 4 different teams. Yeah, all of them, they were okay. These ones are the quickest one to come on board and understanding the idea. And to be fair, they are already on board with the whole ecosystem. So yeah, I just don't want to say yet who they are until they publish the whole thing. So it will be fun to see what the community is going to say as well regarding this. I think like Echelon was saying, right? It seems like, in quotes, the deep NFA. So from here is just up. So with a couple of little things here and there, a couple of things like we are just doing here, yeah. We have people here. Look, even Happy Cat is over there. He has these applications as well. The wallet is bringing some. I don't know what is that, but it's a remedy operation. Echelon, fucking on steroids. Jurist, Selenium. All of these people working together, mate. Fuck. No one can stop us, mate. That's it.
And Vegas, I love to hear that. It is exciting. It feels like there's a new sort of like building bullish narrative that's going around in Luna Classic. Lots happening. There's also the Vintrex again. I don't know the team. Do your own due diligence, but the protocol looks good. You know, we want on our on-chain stuff. We use CoinHole. Vintrex is doing some cool stuff as well. So lots going on, and with Happy Catchy as well. I don't know why he's not coming up. I wanted to ask him about the Burns, Lunc Dash, and Remedy. But yeah, lots of stuff going on in the Luna Classic ecosystem.
Yeah, and a lot of people talk about the infighting between Lunc, but what I'm seeing on layer 2 is like unity and like people from all over the world working together and contributing. You know, for example, we reached out to Hexagon for the NFTs because we had an investor who only had the Kepler wallet, and for some reason his Terra Station wallet wasn't working in his country. So I just reached out to Hexagon, and like not even 24 hours, boom, they got it done. They had NFTs in 24 hours, maybe not even 2 hours, it was done. You know, and you could have your NFTs over there, and so this is the kind of, you know, collaboration that we're seeing within layer 2, and it's extremely bullish. I invite people to come like hang out in our Telegram groups and come see all that's building and everybody working together. It's really nice to see. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, we don't shield. Well, I don't shield Galaxy or Hexagon enough because it's harder to shield them. But they've also supported Jurist a lot as well. It's a lot easier to shield meme coins or a token than Hexagon. But no, they've done cool stuff. Right, Happy Catty, you're here. How you doing?
Hola, I don't know if my microphone's going to be any good, so you'll have to let me know, Rocko. Is it too quiet? Is it too loud?
No, there's some background noise, but we can hear you clearly.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some background noise.
Are you in Spain? Because you said you've come back from the beach or something.
Yeah, I was just on like a secluded beach, but no, I'm not in Spain. I'm very, very far away from Spain, to be quite honest. I don't want to disclose my location or anything
Okay,
like
nice.
that. But I've come to this side of the world basically to initiate Project Remedy, ensure that we're falling into the new regulatory landscape that's evolving in the US. It's a big project. It's a really big project. So yeah, I had to travel out here, and I thought I'd get a little bit of beach time in before I came into this space. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Rocko? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I've just come back from traveling Southeast Asia, and well, my base was in Thailand, but I was traveling all like Vietnam, all over Southeast Asia, Singapore, Malaysia. But yeah, I've come back couple of weeks ago now, and yeah, settling back in the UK. I already missed the weather and the nice beaches in Southeast Asia.
Oh, mate, I can understand exactly how you feel being back there right now. It's bleak, it's dull, it's wet, and it's cold.
We had the same conversation with LL as well, how cold UK and Germany is.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, Germany gets it real bad, really, really bad. Oh, but yeah, no, it's nice being in a hot country. I noticed you like to travel Southeast Asia quite a lot. I think you did that last time the market pumped, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part. I've traveled quite a bit, so I think I took a year out a year and a half ago now. I did like a little bit of a personal thing, so I just went traveling. I traveled South America as well. But I didn't feel super safe, and my Spanish isn't great, so and I didn't love America as much, but I went to Miami, so I know people said Miami's different to rest of America. But yeah, I think Southeast Asia was my favorite. I like North Africa as well, like Morocco and Algeria, like that part. But yeah, I've went traveling quite a bit. But Southeast Asia's got I don't know, it's like my favorite spot, and I think it's got a soft spot for the women as well.
Captured your heart, did it?
Well, before we start asking you a question, what's your like just an update on the markets, Lunar Classic. What's your thoughts? Like an open-ended question. Then
Okay, so this might sound a little bit controversial, but I think if everybody just takes a step back right now and look at the total market cap of the overall sector, look at Bitcoin, and then go and look at all of the other meme coins, how hard everything came down was batshit insane. I mean, everything came crashing down. If you look at Lunar Classic, we really didn't come down any lower than we've been previously. You know, some things really did come crashing down, but for us, this is just normal. We're used to coming down to this level. So from my perspective, we're doing really good and seeing that there's more stability now in our sector, especially with what's going on with Thorchain, right? We need to understand that Thorchain is effectively collapsing. They've lost 30 of their validators out of their active set. You know, that's having an overall effect on us because we're all part of this bigger ecosystem, which is the cosmos. So we're all interconnected. From my perspective, we're doing good. Like Vegas was saying, you've got Selenium, Jurist, you've got, you know, Hexagon's building. Like, there's so many places listening to Hexagon's integration. So it's like, this is great because that's more people that can see that there's work going on the chain. More people can see that there's an organized effort regardless of people's differences. No, I think it's doing really, really good, especially like stepping back at the moment and not being as involved as you guys will are with these spaces. It's going great. You know, look at the guy who launched Lunc cookies. You know, that was an idea he threw out a while ago. He's been basically cultivating that for a long time, and it's starting to catch up. Everybody is starting to get into the groove. People are starting to get their launches underway. They're being more proactive, like Vegas said. He's got this great idea, you know, USTC. It's going to come with a paid per job proposal, which is good. People are feeling more open and inclined into asking for money from the chain if they haven't got money to develop. Because my perspective is you would rather see that money now at this point in time used to develop. And I know there's been like lots of ins and outs and arguments and whatever, but if we consistently live in the past, then we're going to be kind of screwed. But yeah, my perspective is very bullish at the moment, especially on our blockchain, and not just because of all of the stuff that's going on. It's just the organization. You know, everybody's doing something, everybody's providing something. You can get access to the chain no matter where you are in the world, regardless of having on ramps, off ramps. Like, everything is there now. Like, we have this concrete platform, and anybody can come and build knowing that Hexagon's going to keep their infrastructure up. You know, Jurist is going to be there, and the likelihood is Jurist is going to walk towards the point of like replacing Thorchain. You know, these are the kind of avenues that are opening up to everybody now, and it's like it's our time to shine. So yeah, I'm very, very, very overly bullish. Probably more bullish than I should be at the moment. Again, pretty controversial to feel like that when the market's like this.
That's great to hear, Happy. And I think you mentioned something that, you know, everyone's got their own skills. You said that you're building in the background, but, you know, you still do YouTube videos. You know, Vegas coming on and speaking on spaces. In Jurist team, we got Frag working in the background, LL sort of in the middle, and then I'm more like shouting Jurist, Jurist. I think everyone's got their own skill that they bring to the party. Same with Vegas, right? You're saying, oh, there are smart people, smarter people than me, but, you know, you've done a lot for this chain, Vegas, and, you know, USDC staking. If we can get that proposal through and have it working, that could be huge. So everyone's got their own skill, and all of us here, we wouldn't be spending our time, right? We could be doing other stuff, and I do invest in other stuff, trade other stuff, but, you know, I wouldn't spend hours doing spaces, holding my bags. You wouldn't be, you know, traveling around the world building stuff, Project Remedy, and we'll come on to some more questions. So we're really bullish here, and even though the German LL69 don't come across as bullish, he's really bullish. Otherwise he wouldn't be working on this chain, spending his family's money building Jurist protocols. Everyone's got their own little skills that they bring to the chain, and it's about working together. Okay, so the first question I had, Lunc Cookie, you've unmuted. You want to add anything now?
Yeah, so I'm a finance major originally, but, you know, like, you look at the macroeconomics of the Lunc chart, and you back up to like the weekly chart, all you're seeing happening is this big triangle, right? Like, we're making this huge wedge. You know, we've been making it for 3 years, and like, we haven't broken out of that wedge yet, but we haven't gone past the low points either. You know, we're re-challenging some of those right now, but like we said, oh, here's my gooses speaking. We challenged some lows, but I think we're going to be seeing some new highs very soon. I think we keep doing what we're doing. We're going to be seeing Lunc at all new highs, and it's going to be exponential because like we're saying, like now our liquidity pools have all this money in there, right? Where people can trade larger dollar amounts every day and creating more on-chain volume every day. And like kind of like we were saying, like pushing that snowball down the hill and just growing and growing and growing exponentially at that point. Now everybody wants to be on that team, right? Everybody wants to be on the winning team always. So we just got to create that winning mentality.
Yes, if we can just get the price start going up and people will appreciate or act on all the news that they're hearing, because people usually want to see the price go up. That's when people start buying. So they're hearing all this cool stuff. We're building Jurist, Hexagon, Vegas, Happy. And when they start seeing the price go up, that's where it will click in the mind. Oh, they're doing all this. The price will go up. It's like a spiral. Like once it starts going in motion, and it just goes down quick and turn into like a snowball effect. And hopefully we get that in the bull run. And my thoughts with Jurist is when we start doing the testnet stuff, we can really start pushing, and hopefully we can time it with some exchange listings as well. So yeah, it's all going in the positive direction. And Nicholas, I think you might have to feed your goose, is it geese or whatever? You need to go give him some cookies. Right, Happy. So first question was about the USTC 1.8 billion. Ben, I know you've been doing a few posts about it. You've sent a proposal up. Any updates on that? Any way we can on here support you?
Yeah, so support's not necessary really. I get an adequate amount of support through my validator for sure, which I greatly appreciate. But no, the signal was definitely Orbit Labs. Now, when it comes down to doing a chain upgrade, something that has to be done is coordination with the CEXs. From what I understand, it's around 3 weeks. So that would be coordinated probably between someone like Vegas, the CEXs, and then the proposer, for example. They need 3 weeks advance notice, and more importantly, a chain upgrade, it can't fail. A developer would be able to explain exactly why it can't fail, the issues with a chain upgrade failing, and I don't want to get into it. I'm not intelligent enough. I've just been advised that it cannot be in a situation where it fails. So you can't have 2 chain upgrades at the same time. Again, it was like a big trilemma. So we had to wait for Orbit Labs to signal that they're back from their Lunar New Year break. They're going to get their chain upgrade done. So my next step is to get this actual text proposal up later today for the validators to vote on. This will be the signaling proposal to decide whether everybody feels that they would support this chain upgrade. Now, again, it's so controversial because essentially not a lot of people have read the court documents. And what I did yesterday was I gave the final judgment in its entirety to Grok, and instead of trying to cultivate an answer out of it, I just asked it very specific questions that were very, very basic for it to answer. And what did it think of the situation, and what did it think of the keys? And Grok has basically come back saying, therefore, it is reasonable to conclude that the SEC, through the enforcement of their own judgment, would have had to ensure that the keys to those specific assets are destroyed. It's able to distinguish the fact that the BTC remaining wouldn't be held in wallets that pertain to Terraform crypto assets. So it removes a layer of risk. So again, this is a situation where if we were certain that like all of the validators would be like, yeah, cool, great, and felt the same way that Frag feels and I feel, and Frag doing, a lot of work here to get that code done and dusted to be able to actually do this kind of chain upgrade. But yeah, it's just coordination and bad timing that we have a chain upgrade. If the signaling proposal is successful, we'll do all of this while they're doing their chain upgrade. If that is successful, then boom, it's going to take a day to prep the chain upgrade. 3 weeks to coordinate with the CEXs and Vegas and get that done and dusted, make sure that they're going to support this, because again, it's a controversial chain upgrade. We're removing, let me check, I want to get this right. Last time I checked, it was $44 million, I think, Rocko. Let me get you an exact number. It's a considerable amount. Yeah, very considerable amount. Okay, so it's valuing in at $19.62 million. So for these CEXs, they've got to be able to obviously support this chain. If they say they don't support it, then we've got a bit of an issue. So like it's coordination. Obviously, we burnt the mirror and protocol assets. They were actually held in smart contracts. So it's much easier for us to do. Again, lo and behold, Frag is able to, design these smart contracts to get it done. But yeah, coordination. I reckon we should see these assets in the ideal world burn within the next 30 days.
Awesome, man. Like, we're just bullish news after bullish news. USDC staking, USDC burn. Let's get them done in the next few weeks to couple of months.
Well, if you think about it, right, like everybody here who wants a repeg, I've always been very, very uncertain of a repeg. But if this burn does in fact go through, this is now a reality. Like, we will have torched almost 50% of the overall circulating supply and total supply. If you look into those kind of things as a developer, they don't distinguish between the two, but it's a considerable amount. When we look at Shiba Inu, Vitalik, I think it was 45% burn that was performed. Like, we just don't know what's going to happen. And then to really tip the spear with like a bit of like poison, if you will, there's 8 more wallets that are holding 4.8% of the USTC supply that we can burn afterwards. And they're not controversial. They're in the P301 exhibit from the entirety of the court case, being the civil case. Criminal case is still to be held. But, I've never felt more bullish on actually trying to do a USTC repeg. And like when you look at Justin Sun, what he's doing with USDD, he's walking a very precarious path, which is similar to what Duke One did. We're going to give you 20% APY because we've got so much money. Let's let Justin Sun do this, because Luna Classic and USTC will be there waiting. We should be ready and we should be preparing for this. So I'm so bullish on a USTC repeg. But my question would be who's going to do it? I don't think any one of these repegs could do it, but I think all of them together meeting in the middle have got a really good chance of getting this done, because there's so many great minds out there. But when we look at the ceramic repeg, great idea, really good plan, no development team. I've seen a development team that has no plans, the ability to carry it out, but none of them willing to work with each other. So it's kind of like, if somebody can figure this out in the same way we figured out how to burn the mirror protocol assets, the anchor protocol assets, and then the USTC assets, like, why couldn't it be done? Like, why couldn't we repeg it? Like, why? What's stopping us now? We've basically restored the entirety of this blockchain when some of the best minds in crypto simply could not do it. They couldn't do it to the point of they just said, fuck it, we'll make a new chain. So, I mean, give yourself a round of applause, guys, because 2025 could be crazy, especially if we repeg USDC. Game changer. Absolute game changer.
Can I just add something, Rocko?
Yeah, go ahead, Vegas.
You know what I just realized now? Hearing a happy cat now. If we burn these assets, or when, I know that is more easy to burn to do what I want to do, but so the easiest thing is to burn them. We basically, at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, we are 33% of burn assets of USDC. With this, we will be close to 50% of assets burn of USDC. The thing is, we never tried to burn USDC. We miserably failed on the burns of Lunc. So I think, maybe I'm going to say something wrong, but I think we did 6% of burns of USDC, of Lunc, and we are close to do 50% of burns of USDC. That's an amazing amount of burns that this community was able to burn. No other chain did something like this. Yeah, everyone was stressed that it will be impossible to repeg USDC because the debt is close to $11 billion. A couple months later, $10 billion. Today, the debt could be $5 billion. Yeah, and if we even go a tiny bit further, yeah, we will see that the debt is not even close to that. Nothing. It will be much, much smaller than that. So a repeg could be really a repeg to $1. Okay, I'm going to be a moon boy now. A repeg to $1, it could literally be on the map. That's a reality. I'll personally I'll prefer to do a dynamic peg and go as we go, like 1 cent, 2 cents, whatever. But the way that we are burning USDC, yeah, mate, it's like you have other chains, yeah, with 20, 30 billion of supply, and they are with the market cap amazingly higher than us. If or when we start the connections between Lunc and USDC, if we have to have a coin in the middle, okay, that's just technology. The situation is that we will have a small amount of coins, because it is, even if it's 5 billion, and I think we can even decrease more than that, maybe to 2 or 3, 2 or 3, even without a repeg. If we get 5 billion coins, yeah, that if it was $1, let's just be all moon boys. If it was $1, will be a market cap of 5 billion. That's not a lot. It's not like thinking really outside of the box. No, it's not. It's like this is totally doable. We just need support. We need a marketing. We need a flag. But it's totally doable. So if we can even decrease a tiny bit more of that supply, it's more than doable. So if we have a mechanism behind that gives even more utility to USDC, okay, being the staking or the repeg and all of them combined, it will be difficult to maintain a peg of $1, because I think it will just try to climb higher than that. Sorry, Happy.
No, you don't have to apologize to me. I just wanted to add to what you were saying about like USTC, the lack of burning. You guys might not have noticed, but MEXC used to burn, and the only reason they stopped burning was because they stopped charging fees. They've changed recently and gone back to a very small maker-taker fee. I mean, it's tiny; it's not even noticeable. But I think there's a route towards getting MEXC to jump back into burning. But what I think is more important for these CEXs, and Vegas, you're definitely the man for this, is getting USTC burns underway in the same way that Binance is committed to the burning of LUNC. They're the biggest holder for not only LUNC, but USTC as well. And it's like, again, we don't pay enough attention to it. If this burn does go through, we burn those other 8 wallets, and we've destroyed 50% on top of the Mirror and Anchor protocol and what was held in Shuttle. It's around 50% of the total supply, and Binance is going to be the largest custodial holder for USTC, tenfold at that point. So it's like, where does this road go, and how do we get people like Binance to start burning USTC? Because there's loads of validators that are burning USTC, and they're starting to realize, well, actually, if we burn the USTC, we're probably going to make more of an impact. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Rocko, sorry, man. Okay, let me jump in on that. The thing is, we tried to burn Lunc actively, and we didn't fail. Okay, but we are much more successful on the USDC side, that we are not even trying that much. So maybe we just keep doing what we are doing on USDC and try to do the same with Lunc. That being said, regarding the situation of the SEX, regarding, for example, specifically the situation of Binance, that, and this is more like an open meeting to the public. It's not public, this, but yeah. I spoke with them regarding that topic. Because was a couple of people on the validator chat speaking about that proposal, to do a proposal like that, to say to Binance to stop burning Lunc and start burning USDC. Okay, it's 2 things here. One thing is community pressure. So again, we lost a tiny bit of the community pressure that we used to have 3 years ago. Because we lost one flag, yeah. So one flag was the burn of the Lunc and all of that stuff, the oversupply of Lunc, and Binance fill the boots and jump on to support the community. So basically, was pressure from the community. Second, they felt like yes, it was a problem. Yes, Lunc was over minted, and if the community saw that as a problem, of course, and they arrive here to help us. Today we are seeing that yes, we like your help. Please don't stop, but the impact is minimal. So I spoke with them, have a couple of meetings regarding that topics. And the USDC was never a problem regarding the over minting, as we know. So on that specific point, so it's 2 points. One is community pressure. The other one is technical, the technical analysis of what happened during the repeg. And USDC was never over mint. So for that reason itself, they say no. The second part, yeah, I am no one to even say nothing. It has to be the whole community asking for this to happen. Not as a government thing, but like we did in the past. If you know what I mean, it's like it's not asking. It's like saying, okay, we need this, and yeah, the whole community, these millions of people that are behind this chain, want for this to happen. And if you guys want to support the community, this is the way that will be best applauded. Like okay, we realize that this is the best effort that you guys can do. Instead of doing the Lunc side, maybe do the USDC side. Because of the technical side, they will not do it because the identified problem was indeed the over-minting of Lunc and never for the USDC. That being said, mate, I think is a lot of things happening, yeah. Forget the 2 other weeks because that was a user that was scammed, whatever, is being dealt. But still, we are seeing a lot of movements that are burning Lunc and burning USDC, so... and it changes itself. They are changing coins, so that means that they are trying to spread the amounts. So it's like you said, it's all bullish signs here.
This is really good to hear, guys. And like Happy Catty said, it's not just, oh, we're going to do this repeg. We're talking about real actions, burning the 1.8, getting USDC staking. All these are real actions. That's going to be tangible things that the community can see and going to have a real impact. So really good to hear. It's the most bullish USDC news I've heard in a while in the Luna Classic community. So exciting news. The final couple of questions to HC is, you want to talk about what you're building on about Lunc Dash and what you can or it cannot share about Project Remedy as well?
So Lunc Dash, yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory at this point, but I'll give everybody the rundown. So essentially, 3 years, we've been looking for concrete foundations, stability, and really the need. And it's not just about bringing this wallet, right? It's about ensuring that all of us that have projects have that level of comfort where we can actually build knowing that the tools aren't going to be ripped away, or station's going to go down, or something crazy is going to happen and we're going to be left without access to the blockchain. And that was really what Lunc Dash was all about, and really bringing everything under something that's native. It's in the name, Lunc Dash. And yeah, we've just been expanding, and the mobile app itself was a big leap for us because the only money I receive from the blockchain is commission based, and that is all pumped back in to Lunc Dash for licensing, all of the different ins and outs. Hexagon was speaking about the intricacies of licensing on the Apple Store. It gets crazy. You're talking like Category 7 license for the swapping, but it's a beautiful thing because it's there. It's always going to be there. It's self-greasing. It has no upkeep costs for the community, for the chain, nothing. And it's technology that you're used to. So like a really funny thing for me at the beginning was that everyone's like, dude, this is like the same as Station. It's like, oh, yeah, that was the idea, guys. Like, we didn't want to overcomplicate it or redraw out the system. We wanted to bring you what you were used to, because Luna moved to V3 a while ago, and that's what Hexagon uses, I think, for most of their wallet UI UX is the V3 design, which is really cool. But we stuck to that original design that you're all used to. But I think it's really good. The swappings, something that as a blockchain we can work on, because I'm walking Lunc Dash towards the situation where we can essentially replace something like TerraSwap, which is profiteering basically off of our chain in certain ways, small different ways, when really it could be our blockchain that profits. And for me, that's what Lunc Dash is going to always be about, is ensuring that there's neutrality there. And Strafe himself merged his wallet technology into Lunc Dash tech recently as well. So people who are using that are also being redirected to us. But yeah, it's there, it's available, it's on the fly. We're not as heavily integrated as Hexagon. Again, like, I'm the only guy behind the helm, so to speak. So like, it's only me who's able to contact and speak to different people and get these integrations. But we are working on them. We're aspiring to really reach the same heights that Hexagon have. And I would just say to everybody, bear with us. If there's bugs that you find, please do come to the Telegram group. Please do report them, and don't use any dodgy links. If you're unsure, come to the Telegram group, go through all of the official links, and ensure you speak to us. But yeah, it's a wallet. It's there. It's free. It's available on iOS. It's available on Android. You can use it on your tablets. We've got a browser based, and we're working on a desktop and an extension version as well. Now, Project Remedy, whew, I can't say any more than I've already said. It's dangerous for me to speak about it. Now, what I can say is I'm working with the biggest people in crypto at the moment on Project Remedy, and the people that are very interested in it are starting to better understand how amazing our ecosystem, the fact that you can turn up as somebody who knows nothing, find a good development team, and just really work on your craft. And it's all about, right, bringing every single one of you, even you, Rocko, anyone liking what I'm saying, David Schwindler down there, Kenneth, I see you, Trev, this affects each and every one of you. Okay, I am designing an intricate set of tools that is going to give the ability for anybody to come to this blockchain and stake a claim. I'm removing the barriers for entry so people don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars on development teams to do very basic things. We are going to completely reshape what the LUNC ecosystem is in so many different ways, and it's going to attract an entirely new user base. It's designed to boost up our own community. We are going to give our community the tools they need to build so more people are attracted to our blockchain. And we're going to hopefully start to attract the entirety of the cosmos, providing those tools, removing those barriers, opening bridges up. And hopefully we're going to integrate with a lot of different things and a lot of different people. But again, like I said, it's not a half-assed attempt. This has been cultivated with some of the biggest people. So when it does eventually land, and it's less than 2 months away, I would say about a month and 2 weeks until it goes live, you'll know about it, because lots of people will be speaking about it. It's going to be everywhere. Everybody's going to be using it. And yeah, it's going to provide some of the most advanced tools you've ever seen in the cosmos, especially the nearly let it slip up then. It's guys, it's going to be amazing, Rocko. I'm very certain the LUNC community is going to be very, very happy. And again, it's going to allow the everyday average Joe to stake a claim on our blockchain. And actually, how many times do you hear people say the same thing, Rocko? I wish I could help. I wish I could do something. I wish I could build something. But they can't, because the tools simply aren't there. Project Remedy will bring those tools in a 2-part solution.
That was a very political answer, Happy. I couldn't. You didn't give much away, but It's fine. We look forward to it when you can share more. Come up on these spaces.
Okay, so I can tell everybody one thing. All of the information on Project Remedy already exists here on X somewhere, and I've given 10 hints as to how you would find that information. So the people who find it first are going to be very happy, that's for sure, because you'll be able to act, you know, sort of thing. But I've got to be neutral. I've got to ensure this is a fair launch. It's all done. And again, this is about sustainability. This is about building a future we can all be involved in and we can all profit from. And I must stress to everybody, it only uses LUNC. There may be a point in the future where we involve USTC, but until it's repegged and it's usable, we wouldn't deal with it. But LUNC is the only asset that we are using, and the data that we've got at the moment and the numbers we're getting, it's going to be very, very, very good for our blockchain. And it's going to hopefully align with all of the burning that's going on, all of the positive energy, what Jurist is doing, Selenium, Hexagon. You know, there's so many people. I feel bad when I say like a few people out in the space, but just everybody, you know, you're all working towards the same thing I'm working towards. So please keep doing what you're doing, because we're all doing great and we all need this.
Okay, if you can't answer this, that's fine. But if there's going to be a new token, let me know. I'd like to ape in the Project Remedy tokens. Cool. Sorry, go ahead, HC.
Oh, I was just going to say, no, nothing like that. It's just using and utilizing LUNC. It's going to be great, but like when it launches, you'll be like, Jesus, he got us good. He got us real good. Like it's going to be one of those ones. You're like, yeah, you know, when the guy in Jurassic Park's looking at the Brachiosaurus from the Jeep. Wow. But yeah, amazing. I'm very excited.
You got us hyped up, and I really appreciate you just using Luna Classic as well. Yeah, really good work. Really looking forward to what's coming. You got us hyped up. Jurist, Hexagon, you've been quiet. Anything you guys want to add? I'm not going to take more questions today because my dad's coming over in 15 minutes. There's a Tottenham game on. People that are tuning into spaces before, you guys know I love pain watching Tottenham lose. We've got a game with Liverpool, so I'm going to watch that with my dad in about half an hour or so. But we'll go around the table, and if anything you guys want to add, you can. If not, we'll start rounding up the spaces. We do this twice a week almost, Thursday and Sunday. Thursday is fully Luna Classics focused, and on Sunday we talk about different projects. So if you want to talk about Terraport, Jurist, also from other communities as well, Selenium, you guys can join and talk about still other meme coins and other projects. So thank you for tuning in. If you are listening, do follow everyone that's here. Happy, Jurist, Vegas, Hexagon, Cookie. Go buy some Jurist. We don't shill out Jurist and our partners enough. Yeah, go use Hexagon. They've partnered up with Jurist. Go use all the things that are available on chain as well. Rexy is not here to shield Terra Casino. If you're betting, go bet on Tottenham to win on Terra Casino. And yeah, support everyone that's on here as well. I see DJ there and lots of other people listening. David, K-Rax, you guys all are doing really good stuff. Right, I'm going to start going around the table, and I'll start off with Hexagon. Anything you want to add, mate, to end the spaces?
No, I think everything's good. I think we've pretty much touched on everything that we've been working on so far, and all I can say is if you're looking for reliable, affordable hosting for your validator, go to hexagon.io.
Well, Hexagon, maybe I'll ask you one more question, because you used to let stake Kuji as well, and then I don't know if you're in Rune. What's your thoughts on what's happening with Kuji, Rune, Rujira? I'm heavily invested in that ecosystem, so interested in your thoughts.
I got really nothing on it. I mean, my understanding is Kujira is merging into Rujira or Ruji or whatever, and then they've bought up Terra Station to turn it into Ruji Station. I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the back burner for a bit right now. So what really happens to Terra Station now? Because we've already seen the Terra Station mobile app pretty much shit the bed. So if there's no active development on Terra Station, their V3 app, what's going to happen to it, right? Because as far as I know, Thorchain owns it. So if they ain't going to be moving along with the updates that come out, I don't know what's going to happen.
It's good that we've got our own wallets, Galaxy, Lunc Dash. I've used Kepler as well, so it's good that we've got our own community-owned ones as well. So thanks for your support, Hexagon. And yeah, if you guys are looking for staking services, check them out as well. Right, we'll go to Vegas next. He's got his hand up. Vegas, you're like not a guest anymore because you're always joining our spaces. So good to have you. Yeah, any final thoughts?
I'm like a parasite.
Yeah, you're part of the furniture on these spaces. No, appreciate you always coming on. Interested today for the staking news alpha. I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much for having me here as well. Give me 30 seconds just to give some info regarding Selenium, and then I want to add something regarding the wallets as well, if you don't mind. Okay, so Selenium, we are close to having the pre-sale finish. We are very happy that the community jumped on board. I think we have at the moment 185K. But is not close enough to what we believe that we need to do the project. That being said, we have other options, and we're going to utilize other options. That being said as well, we reach some members of the community. Some are here, and hopefully the support will come. And we reach outside of the community as well. And reaching outside of the community, I think we will have the biggest exposition that Luna Classic or even Terra before have. So we are talking about the whole community of crypto will be able to know who Selenium is and what it's all about. So yeah, we are expecting some different angles here regarding the way that we are going to utilize the marketing in terms of Selenium. We are really having a lot of different personalities trying to get involved with the project, and that's really amazing. They are understanding how good this project is for the chain and for the whole crypto in general. So yeah, really good news expect us in front of us. Okay. Now, regarding the wallets, absolutely amazing what Hexagon and Lunc Dash are doing, and other ones as well. I'm really happy that people are staying with the chain, doing what is right, and maintaining the chain in this level. The wallets are the windows, yeah. And without them, it's really difficult to even interact with the blockchain. Hexagon is doing an amazing job with the whole connection to the rest of the cosmos. Lunc Dash is doing an amazing job, mate, for things like simple as tracking wallets. And to be fair, it helped me a lot this couple of weeks. So thank you for that, mate. You saved me some hours of sleep. I just have to say that is absolutely amazing. But we have a situation that is a lot of people still using Terra Station. And Hexagon Echelon was just saying that Tor, he thinks that Tor is the new owners of the wallet. In part, that is true, yeah. So it's not just one owner of this wallet. They know shit about us, yeah. For example, for you to understand, let me read this last message. With the push of merge by the end of the month, and given that Cosmos isn't live on Terra Classic even yet, think a station redeploy is a few weeks out. Okay, so basically there's like I'm just looking to this, what the fuck is he talking about? And this is a long conversation that I'm having with the new owners and the team of developers that are behind the Terra Station. They want to bring the Terra Station wallet back online to Terra Classic, but they don't even know how we work. So yes, they will come back. At least it seems like it. In full power. I will prefer for you guys to win more visibility because you guys are dedicated to the chain. They are just trying to win some marketing with us, free marketing, let's call it that way, because in the end we have the biggest community, or one of the biggest community in crypto history. So yeah, they are just trying to take advantage of that. That being said, a lot of people utilize their wallets. So I really hope that people will get access to their wallets and then just export to a new provider like or Hexagon or Lunc, because some of the people they don't have the private keys or they don't have the seeds. So the only way that they could do that is indeed just transfer the funds to a new wallet, a fresh wallet with one of you guys. So I'm happy that they are bringing the station up live again, so people are allowed to do that, and we as a community members, we have to educate people that the best thing to do is to indeed to transfer to a new wallet if they lost the privates or the seats to one of these providers like Hexagon or Lunc, because Terra Station, it seems that they are going to update everything. At the same time, we never know the future of the dudes. So at least with us, the community, we know that on the good times we are here, and on bad times we are here as well. So congratulations to all of you guys. Thank you, mate.
Speaking
Thanks,
of
Dave.
importing wallets, yeah, sorry, because we got an Hexagon here, and I got a question for him. For what is mass import wallets? Like, how does that function work exactly?
I was actually just thinking about that. I missed to bring that up. So a couple weeks back, we had an end user state that they were wanting to migrate some wallets into their mobile version of Galaxy, but they had this guy had 100+ wallets. It's crazy amount. And I was like, at that point, I'm like, well, I guess we should create a mass import export feature. So basically, if you say you wanted to back up your wallets, you could mass export them all out to a file. And then this way, if you ever needed to re-import those, instead of doing it one by one like you normally would, you can just mass import the whole thing, and all your wallets are restored back inside of extension or mobile. Extension is updated to the latest code base, so extension will actually keep your seed keys or seed phrases stored encrypted, whereas mobile does not do that. So if you were to say to export your wallets out of mobile and then try and import them into extension, it would actually force you to migrate, which part of the migration phase is where you have the option of adding your seed phrases back. But if you do it the opposite way around, to export from extension into mobile, mobile doesn't have that feature yet, to where it stores your seed phrases so that you have a copy of them. So keep that in mind. Always keep a copy of your seed phrase somewhere, written down, secure, put away. Never lose that, because the seed phrase is actually when you restore. So when you restore a wallet using just a private key, you'll notice that inside Galaxy Station, you're probably only going to see things like I think Terra Classic and Terra. Whereas if you restore it with the seed phrase, it restores all your interchain wallets. So like Stargaze and Mars and all that stuff. So that's important to note. Always, if you're going to import a wallet, import it with a seed phrase, as you get full functionality that way. But yeah, anyway, long story short, it's just a really cool way to back up every single wallet you have and import it all in one shot.
Very cool. So I guess I still need to do that, because I am one of those persons who is still on Terra Station, and I do have a good bit of wallets that need to be transferred over. So we'll have to get on that pretty soon here.
Okay.
Yeah, get off there. I'm on Kepler and Galaxy. I need to try out Lunc Dash at some point as well. Lunc Cookie, anything else you want to add before we finish up the space?
Nothing too much. I'm back. My phone froze. This is Canada life for you. When it's -20 outside, sometimes your batteries function kind of funny. But as you can see, our logo, we've gone through some rebranding, for legal reasons. We wanted to avoid a lot of copyrights issues and stuff like that. So this is like our third rebranding effort, but this is going to be the last one. So this is something we wanted to hit on. We want to protect our investors, and sometimes like legal complications like that can be issues down the road. And as we're doing more and more things, we're becoming bigger. We need to protect ourselves as much as we can. So these are little examples of things we do. Lastly, I want to give you guys a little tease about something we're working on for the metaverse. Is that I don't know if you guys know the game Old School RuneScape. It was one of those extremely immersive games with like skill-based gaming, right, where you have all sorts of skills like wood cutting or fire making or attack, defense, and stuff like that. And there's this whole open world with quests. So the non-residential areas of the metaverse would be this kind of game where you have like this whole immersive world where you can go and level up and skill up your things, and you have different weapons with different tiers of skill levels and stuff like that. And you can we can teach do some IRL education through this, but we can also have people earn cookies and earn other tokens and stuff like that as like the airdrops that come from attacking a non-player character, for example, or completing a quest. So having daily quests where people can run around and do stuff in the metaverse, right? So it just brings an extra layer of fun, an extra layer of utility as well. And I think it's gonna be a lot of cool stuff that we're building. I'm telling you guys, man, it's beautiful what's happening in this space. So be bullish about Lunc, because regardless of the price, we're at $450 million market cap, and how many zeros do we have? Like you can go to 0.007 and we would be at a $45 billion market cap. We wouldn't even be at a penny, and we would be at a $45 billion market cap. We would be top 10 cryptos in the world. Maybe we don't need to look so far ahead. We started with baby steps, but I think like we're doing that right now. And this layer 2 stuff, we're uniting, and that's how Luna Classic will move forward, is to have a united front that can make decisions that is the best for the blockchain and for the future of Lunc. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. I appreciate everyone here.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicholas. Always good to have you. You made a really good point when you touched on like if a few years back we knew what's happened now with like Trump, literally a president launching coin, his WLF project buying Ethereum and other coins, crypto adoption, whatever's going on, people won't be bearish. It's just the price has gone up, and some of the altcoins have gone down, and people are just like losing their heads. But if you look at the bigger picture, I mean, obviously price could go down. We've been in crypto long enough, anything can happen. But overall, it's really bullish in the overall market, and especially with what we're doing in Luna Classic. Hopefully, when the markets do a turnaround, Luna Classic gets one of the stronger bounces. Right, we'll go to Jurist, and then we'll give Happy Catty the final word. Jurist, anything final you want to add?
I want to say thanks to everyone who's here on the speaker panel. It was very nice to see Happy Cat being so mega bullish on Lunc. I feel I share the sentiment. And nice to see our partners Hexagon here, Vegas. I hope Selenium pre-sale does well, and that you guys can launch soon. It's nice of you that you wait a little bit for us as well. Just joking. But now I really hope that you can launch soon, so we can launch afterwards. Then make Lunc great again.
Yes, well said, Jurist. As always, very excited as usual, like Ed says. But whatever differences we have, and even on this Pika panel, there's things that we don't agree on. There's things that we do differently. But one thing we all got in common is we're massively bullish Lunar Classic, and people that are here, probably no one wants Lunar Classic to succeed more than the people that are speaking here, and you guys as well that are listening, guys, and everyone that's listening. If you hold 1 or 2 Lunar Classic coins, if you can, like, share, read comments, watch our videos, listen to spaces, it really helps. The communities makes Lunar Classic what it is. Right, Happy Catty, final word to you. Thanks for coming, and we'd like to see you again more. But yeah, final words.
Yeah, definitely, Rocko. Just hit me up with those messages each time, man. If I can make them, I'll definitely be here. So, firstly, I just want to end it by saying let's give a big round of applause, guys. Even though we can't hear any of you guys down there listening, give a big round of applause for Frag. This is the guy who's made the burning possible. The mirror and anchor wouldn't have been burned unless Frag didn't do the work that he did. And it's the same again for what's coming up to the USTC. Big round of applause for these guys. Straight from Frag, they're doing a lot of work, y'all. A lot of work that just simply goes unsung. Like, you see how much we pay these development teams over the course of 3 years. These guys just banging work out. So big round of applause. And aside that, everybody just keep building. We are going to get out of this through building and building and building and building. Very excited. Rocko, thanks for having me up. Shout out to everybody on the speaker panel. Shout out to Jurist. Shout out to Selenium. Shout out to Hexgreen. Shout out to Lunc Cookies. You're smashing it. Rocko, big shout out to you for doing these spaces. You're an awesome host.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks for all the speaker panels. Go check out Jurist, Lunc Dash, Selenium, Hexagon, Galaxy Wallet. Go buy some Lunc cookies. Use Terraport, Terra Casino, all that good stuff. Thank you all for tuning in. Next spaces should be Sunday. Then next Thursday, it's Valentine's Day, so we won't do the Thursday spaces, but we'll be back again on Sunday. So take care all. I'll speak to you guys Sunday. Good night.